Hey there, my name's Neil Max, and today I'm going to be looking at software that will allow us to build squeeze pages, landing pages and sales pages with ease on WordPress. Now there are many of these softwares around. Usually I use lead pages, but as some of you may know, the problems with lead pages are it's a monthly payment and the scope for editing the page is limited, which is part of the appeal of it, but sometimes you need something a little more unique. So I'm going to be looking at these two new pieces of software that have recently hit the market. The first one is called Profit Builder, which I'm sure you have heard of with the current marketing going on about it. And the second one is called Thrive Themes Content Builder. Thrive Themes Content Builder has been around for a while, but up until this point it was only used to edit your own WordPress web page. But now recently they've brought out a new landing page content builder, which will allow us to build squeeze pages and sales pages, etc. So I'm going to take a look at these two side by side. They're very, very similar. They're both very good at what they do. They're both around a similar price point. So I'm going to compare the two and see if one comes out higher than the other. So stay tuned and we'll check out which one I think is the best. This one is an easy one. The number of ready-made templates that you get for each theme is completely different. If we take a look at Thrive Themes, we will see that the number of ready-made templates they have at the moment is only 5, and that's including a blank one. So basically only 4 ready-made templates. Now they do promise that more are coming soon, and they do say that within the next few weeks they should have around 20 or 30 templates. But as it stands, there are only 4 ready-made templates. Now if we go over to Profit Builder, we will see that in their templates management they have over 50, I believe, and they are ranging from testimonial pages, coming soon pages, miscellaneous, home pages, sales pages, squeeze pages, everything you could possibly want. So basically, if you're looking for something that's ready-made, if you're the kind of person that likes to have something already done for you so you can plug it into your site and have it up and running in minutes, then unfortunately Profit Builder is the only one to go for here. It way outperforms Thrive Themes. Maybe Thrive Themes will come out with more, but at the moment, for the number of templates, Profit Builder has it. When we're looking at content elements, both Profit Builder and Thrive Themes have roughly the same basic elements. As we can see, Thrive Themes here, you get the usual paragraph elements, image elephants, buttons, icons, credit card icons, HTML, CSS. I do like the star rating. That's one thing I believe Profit Builder might not have, star rating. They have the same dividers, testimonials, the usual things that you would want from marketing, sales page or squeeze page. The countdown timer. Thrive Themes does have a Google Map embed. If you find that useful, especially if you're doing local marketing, that can be very useful. Responsive video. And of course opt-in pages. They both have the opt-in boxes, and that's basically it for Thrive Themes. So they give you the basic elements that you'll need to build a site. One nice thing about Thrive Themes is this mixture of styles. So as well as having, for example, when we look at content box, they give us several styles already for a content box. So you can have a content box style 2, and we might put that in there, and content box style 2 looks like this. Now remember, you can resize this any size you want. You can also choose, that's the flat style. You could choose the classy style, which will look slightly different, or the minimal style, which again is slightly different again. Now everything in the list comes with those 3 styles, and you get plenty of choices within each one. So there are a lot of choices within the basic elements provided, and of course you can resize them and change the color as much as you like. Looking over a Profit Builder, now Profit Builder has the same basic the same basic elements: heading, image, buttons, accordions, alert boxes, the separator. One thing Profit Builder does have, which I so far haven't found on Thrive Themes, is comments. Now I find this quite useful, and hopefully Thrive Themes will update it to include this soon. I might be wrong. They might have it already. But they have comments and Facebook comments that you can add. So you could add Facebook comments within your page automatically. I don't have a Facebook app ID set up. Okay, so they have the same basic elements. Profit Builder does take it one step further though, and one thing I really do like about Profit Builder, and it's not something I was expecting, to be honest, so this is quite a nice surprise and something I might use quite often, and that is the graphs and charts section. Now some people might not use this at all, it might seem really geekish, but I actually quite like making charts. So you can, for example, you might want to add a graph. And to me that's fantastic. I really like that, and you can change the data within it from the sidebar that you can't see. So you can change how the graph looks, and that, to me, that's really, really useful. Before, you'd have to use other software to make it, or you'd have to use an infographic and change that in Photoshop, and it was a real headache. Now this makes life a lot easier, and you of course could make an online website infographic if you wanted straight off. Very easy. They also have a gauge. Gauge is very useful. I could see me using a gauge quite often, and you can set that to whatever percentage you like. So very useful indeed. This is definitely a plus point for Profit Builder for me. This is something that I wasn't expecting them to have, but it's a very nice surprise. What else do they have? They also have another set of the usual more marketing style elements: your countdown timers, your social share, and of course your opt-in box. They also do have Google Maps. I apologize. So both Thrive and Profit Builder have Google Maps. So in the basic elements that each provides off the bat, I do prefer, I would say, Profit Builder, just in the elements that you're allowed to use within a page. Mostly because of the graphs that they have. That's a nice touch, and also the comments. And I just think overall they have more choice. Now, Thrive does have more choice on how those things look, possibly, because you have the 3 different styles, and you also have different styles within each element. But Profit Builder, I think, has more choice overall. Now, of course, one thing Thrive has that Profit Builder doesn't have, which could be a deciding factor, really, it is almost that big on its own, is the Thrive light boxes. Basically, if you look here, the Thrive light boxes, this, if you don't know what a light box is, basically if you build a button and you click that button, the light box will appear on top of everything else. It will shade out the rest of the site. It will just have that lit box in the middle of the screen. So what is that useful for? Well, of course you can use that for 2-step opt-ins. So if you click a button and you can get the light box to open for a 2-step opt-in. Now I know Profit Builder has 2-step opt-ins. I haven't yet figured out how to actually do the opt-ins itself. I haven't looked at that. I'm sure they have a way to do it. If they don't, I could use Thrive light boxes with it, or a lead box from lead pages, so I could work that out. But if you don't have that, then it might be more complicated. Thrive light boxes, on the other hand, is a very useful thing to have. So you can set up a box, you can set up a text link, and when someone clicks on that box or that text link or that button, then the light box opens, and you could have an opt-in in there, you could have a video in there, you could have an image in there, you could have anything you want in there, and it will pop up on top of the rest of the page, shading out everything else, so people have to look at what you're offering. And to me, that's a really nice feature. It is basically the lead boxes feature from lead pages. Everyone else is basically copying lead pages. They were the forerunner of this kind of thing. At the moment, from what I see, that is a really, really useful feature that Profit Builder doesn't quite have yet. But overall, if we're only talking about elements to build a page, I would say Profit Builder has it, and that's mainly for the charts and the number of different elements it has. Notwithstanding the light boxes, I do like that, and that almost pushed me over the edge to choose Thrive. But if I'm just going on elements, which most people are interested in, this one has to go to Profit Builder.